na Supreme Court si su bia se Asantehene tenase na wadi asem na wabu asem ni wi a court bia ni wo Ghana ha betimi ada ne Asantehene anu asem da under the customary laws of this country.
Saa so na so ditum se dibre no a krobia Asante kotokowo otumfu Asantehene wo so na yi unduru ho na wonnu wo so da wonnya bi ditum keke. Edini yesay anyone so TVGH abusia edini yesay so TVGH unya subscribe ye no subscribe yesi no like no comment no share ama hoforo so nya bia dey ahwe ya edini yesay kwaku Alaska ba ko pe mia na misi yi misimu sa akonya yi misimu na misimu eneso ye da foforo abusia eneso ye da foforo eye ye bra pani Okatakyie Afrifa ba kasa akere na Dormaahene obek kasache na Dormaahene be kansema be kire wa kire ne memu kire na Dormaahene se ene bi wo hu kura na sebi na Dormaahene wonim history bi wo kura wonim wo so ye dua na PSC adua na PSC nko ye kura mpo no wonya dua na PSC wo asomanya bayansa na wo sebi Dorma eba ndi ba de nsa na ba se wo ye dua na PSC what you say ebusuan chese Okatakyie Afrifa kasa kotu akire ni mam kire se sebi prediasa na Dormaahene obu pa wo ye wote akonya so ono Okatakyie Afrifa wote akonya so agona de hye no agona Asante agona honu firi odi ade odi akonya ntu obu se wo so wo ye hene a sebi wonimonyam ebre tu ntimi nkase ntia wontimi nya ade ntia but obaso set the record street say eni bi wo no mo nana sebi titia break na sebi o wontimi ni enipa wo enipa more than 66 or 68 paramount chiefs enye peda wontumi eba ne say na sebi o wo na Dormaahene kafra na naseme kasana man kase fa temi wada Roma oba manu ntia woda sere fa temi pa sebi o na Dormaahene ahemfo say na hye wase e wo Dormaahene kuro ahemfo say na hye wase wo Dormaahene kuro ye ntino sebi o witam bia wo sore wo de otumfuo nim ye fom Okatakyie na ekonya na mekon Okatakyie Afrifa na ekanya na meka wase die nti na wo sore a enipa ahemfo do se na hye wase ahemfo baako mienu se na hye wase ntino wo sore wo timi otumfuo pemso enim ye fom wo kasati ya wo timi kansa wo de otumfuo wo timi de otumfuo man ye na wo timi de otumfuo papa yi enye na meko die Okatakyie Afrifa kana meka bia kire wo ye wo kana meka bia kire wo so ntimi de no because sabio even ahemfo kono mo hye otumfuo ase kura wo Asante mam kura mpo no enye wotipen kura ne wo mo Asante mampo wotipen no Asante mampo hene da se bro se bonsu wotipen no enye wotipen no brofo wote brofo eba no beka wo kan obeka na anu amokohia monikohia mpanimfo wo enkan se him kohyia ko yemiti wo kan wo raise concern ban onso so raise concern de bae abusia momye ko yesa video na me kanmra enkire se anya wotipen krampo no adenti ne sa program na se wo hu otumfo ho no sa program na wo tena sa de no wo hu otumfo no we kire se otumfo wo ye superior wo ye supreme wo broso onne ni tipen ba bia enti jai se wo sori ya na otumfo ye eye paramount chief oye paramount chief te wa onye oye paramount chief ya te yepe ya de na Dormaahene yepe ya de yepe ye oye Ashanti Kingdom maye e na wo so kada chief so asa wo so wo so ebuso yen ko yesa video na meka ho asam se omukọ meeting omukọ wase no na adwuma bedu erezi concern bi bae ema after that no eye nana Asante mampo hene da se o se bonsu eso ebe rezi different concerns so bae na ye ntie sabi omumienu no speech omo kasa no ye we ne bema na e kasa ye hwe mra sesi e
President, let me also thank the Honorable Minister for prompt payment of the allocation to Nanam before he came to be occupying that position, if you look at our regional houses of chiefs, our, the allocation given to us was in deep arrears. But I have to say presently, except probably the last quarter, he is on point, and I need to congratulate him on that. A bird has even whispered to me that even the fourth quarter is in the process of reaching us. We have to thank him for that. And I'm also happy to learn that there's funding for, he has been able to raise funding for the 6th Regional House of Chiefs, which has just been established, and I'm so happy about it. But, Madam President, with your permission, if I want to, even though I've commended him highly of this, there are some issues that we need to bring to his table so that together he can help us, draw about the allowances to Nanano. If you look at the quantum, you can see it's wholly inadequate. And once he's here, we may have to pass it through him to see how best he can, help Nanano. That is not all. I've been going through some of the salaries that the workers and staff of the National House of Chiefs, the various Regional House of Chiefs, and the Traditional Council. Honorable Minister, this is something that you, with respect, has to be looked at and see how we can enhance it so that the people who are supporting us in our work can help us, this delivery. I want to end by also saying there's one thing. You sit as a member of cabinet. If there's one other cabinet minister that you sit with, is the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I say so because we in Nanano, do not have control about the royalties that we receive in respect of timber, in respect of mining and the like. And if I restrict myself to timber, you can see that for a long time, the royalties that we've been receiving has never been enhanced, even though times keep, changing. So I want to table it to you so that if you meet your colleague minister at that level, there will be that regular, enhancement of the royalties so that Nanano can get resources at their various palaces to enhance the work that we do. Thank you very much, Ghana President, for this opportunity.
Assess the implications.
First statement that I want to make is, one, as you've already asserted, we graciously thank our minister for coming down today to talk to us. And as you asserted again, I'm repeating, you thanked him on our behalf. And now to most of us, it's surprising to hear that he's been getting in touch with you. I'm happy to hear that. What I want to start first is not directly to our minister, who is a personal friend, all of us, we know him when he used to be minister in charge of local governance and all the rest and so on. Personally, he's with us. But gradually, it seems, not him personally, but his civil servant over there at the Chieftaincy secretariat are gradually usurping the direct functions of National House of Chiefs. Here you are. I hope he's around, the Chief Director. I'm addressing him now through you, sir. Recently, I discovered we met National House of Chiefs, Ashanti region, our last meeting on the 8th. No, 13th, we met. And then, lo and behold, I entered the hall. Then I realized a clerk, one of our clerks, working under our finance, I'll call him finance officer. The lady had gone behind our back and issued instructions to that poor clerk. Then I realized he was collecting the ID numbers of some of my members, statutory members, paramouncies. ID numbers and then their banking accounts and this and that. So I called the young little lady, hey, what are you doing? Oh, my accounts officer said I should do this, do that. It was a surprise to most of us. Me being the statutory vice president, registrar has no idea, me too no idea. So I stopped her. Then I asked her why. He said, the chief director has given us instructions. I understand first on the so-called web of the registrars and whatnot. And then also purportedly a letter has been written ostensibly from him. This is a serious, delicate matter. Presidents weren't aware. My gracious Otumfuo wasn't aware. Me, who was always in charge, dealing with administrative chores, I wasn't aware. Giving direct instructions behind our back to the staff who are here. And the staff, whether people like it or not, at the head office, they are immediately our staff. National House accountable to the president. Regional House accountable to us. Normally he goes behind you and us and issue that instruction that from now onwards or from next time going, we won't be paid directly and it's going to pay our quarterly woeful and inadequate and shameful stipend to us from Accra direct into our respective banking accounts. Lo and behold, what law that mandated him to come and, for instance, insist that he wants my personal banking account particulars? What has that got to do with him? Equally, my ID card, he wants to have a copy of it and whatnot. These two issues are delicate matters. He has no mandate to do that. But my main point that I'm drawing your attention to, Honorable Sir, is that such important issues, I'm not presuming it emanated from you. But of course, we in charge of the respective regional houses must be consulted and must be foretold before such a thing is put on paper and addressed to us. It gives the wrong impression that this particular regime, since you came in power, you've just been imposing ideas on us and imposing powers, what not be with it. But I know in practice, you are not so. You've been ringing me personally. Boafo, my colleague beside you, you've been ringing us personally. But you are officers, please, open your eyes. Reassert your authority and put your foot down. It's a pity he isn't here. But he has not got any mandate to give instructions to our accountants, the Ministerial Regional House of Chiefs, Ashanti, that get Nana Mampohene's ID cards, then get my banking account. Who is he? Lastly, the budget, I've already commented it off the record to our president. What did we get as National House of Chiefs? And when are you paying that peanut, budget into our own banking account for us to control and manage it? But not that your chief director sits in Accra and control our budget and manage it as if we are a department of the Chieftaincy secretariat. We are not. If you've forgotten, go back to the same law, our parent law, that is Constitution, and check and review. Article 270. We are an independent institution, sir. We do deference.
So TVG8. Unyan subscribe to no subscribe, no like, no comment, no share more for us on your beard. Me hiti rough, me hiti basa. Otie, some mutie ni mi conversation mi no mutie. E kwanya na na de bedu fast bisa e de asem tu omanim. Suggestion on the buy. Ene kwanya eye nana Asantehene Mampohene. Da siro se bon so kasa ye no. Mo command on the my command ja on the buy. Wo ma command. Wono no ma command na ono mpo Asantehene Mampohene mpo no na wo otumfuo na kasa wo be kan bi betakren so wo man warning wo die otumfuo said otumfuo wo den so ono pa wo be sifie prehene o me left no o me pagya ne nyen parliament chief o nti ase nka be so ene na wa sori afra kunya so dada wa sori dada wa sori afra kunya so entem so kura abusian so wa na eye me bra Okatakyie Afrifa wo raise concern me ba se o kotu eye Ghana mamra no ene wo kire se mum parliament chief na mo honum no enye mutipen ni otumfuo ye utie nsam na enye mutipen otumfuo enti no se na najo bedu wan sori ye bom kasa gidigidi na ai otumfuo wo nya ken bia ne Ghana ha wutumi kan ya kan se sebio even Asantehene kwa wo problem Asantehene wo problem wo say jese ye de jese da bia problem da bia wo ne problem wa asantefo nkasa wo so da ware asanteni nana Dormaahene wada romo wo yire ye ga asanteni o asanteni de hye enti koba ne say ya wa hwe yi a na sabi wo first lady miame maame na sabi obi akwahwe pafo bi wo baabi no akasa de tia ne sabi wo asantina ware no sabi mpredua sama no sibina so no akasa tia no eni kwa sana ne ma ne basa ko sabi wo minimo me hu physical da social media so ne de ahia ye de ka bie that doesn't mean say me need watem that doesn't mean say me nkasa ntia wo yire that doesn't mean say me nkasa ntia wo ma me bi da but ye be sere sensem kan ye ne nyima bi wonu mu na aya na aye yie eye wadawro mani die mu ara eye twitwi break akra ma ye na akoba ne saa ba ne saa na ye ne yetiati no ye du watem se haye eto de bia opa asam enim se wo emre bi wo kan se bi ubo otumfo di ko aye wura ote asantefo akonwa so ye wura otumfo wo ka ye wura mpokura mpo na me hu ni se eto de bia wo ani die ne de ma no bet minim de koso mu a eto de bia na wa tra ne mabi minim adekro na Dormaahene adawro ma Okatakyie o me be serew pa twitwi break akra wate nsem bi wonu mu a twitwa so enya wo na beko saa ko na wo kan enya adwuma na enya adwuma tina wo ntimi ni asante nkontokwa na Dormaahene wetimi na asante akontokwa ibi abunu nyina akwa ntimi na asante nkontokwa asante eba sana mama ye de tanya seyemu etan na seyemu yeso bunu ni asante ni ntokwa ye ni problem bia ye baako me wabrofo na fufu obi wa abrachire bi wo UK bi wo Germany bi wo Italy me madam fo kwakwata o Germany onu sei me ne di nkomo pa o sa bra o ye video si ye wadwuma me pe okan ono okan bunu pio pa nje besere nje busia bia nkasakase ye mohwi ne nkoti Okatakyie Afrifa nsem na okan no kotu kire na Dormaahene no wa kotu no wa set the record straight to Dormaahene say eni bi wo onim de okeka ebusia nje nkoti Okatakyie Afrifa ma ba eto so ma sesia
Nemom, in the case of Mansa and others versus Educhumwa and others, the Kenyasi case, which was a unanimous decision of the Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court should be said. Asantehene Tenase, na wadi asem, na wabua asem ni wia. Court to be any wagana hebetimi adane Asantehene anu asemta. Under the customary laws of this country. Else was here dear Yajiman Bedu say, one yin tumse Supreme Court akasa asemono. Na yem free the Supreme Court kan enian kwa Justice Doche sabi Supreme Court no mo tena so no mo nya asantefo ofa adenyira wo mfiri asante bekwai wofa Justice Atuguba a wo tena sa case no so a Justice Atuguba wo mfiri eye asante agona wofa ye kan say wo mo tena case no so adenyira Justice Yusufa adenyira Atuguba ene doche wo mfiri adwumakase kase enso sa Supreme Court judges nyina tena ase make ruling say Asantehene di asem bia no obu asasem no a court bia ntimi ntene Asantehene no asem da enso high court judges won pene sa asem ani ho na fa yemfiri de Asantehene Supreme Court kafa ne ho na yen read specifically the writings of Justice Doche in the case of Mansa and others versus Educhumwa and others. This is what Justice Doche said. Mamu reading mumfollow. Was it the unique position of the Asantehene? The key word there is Justice Doche where ibeni Justice Doche womfri Asante Joso. Justice Doche womfri Gabe. No aka say where Santininti and what churo way efa Asantehene ho. Was it the unique position of Asantehene? Sitting in council with his paramount chiefs. Eti yajitum sa Asantehene wanya paramount chief. Ama be chiro mu amwati ase. En sabi o se ade ayo agima bedu nya bone na yewu a. Ana winim se de wo ya na sabi o we intentional about it. Emre bi atwa mu na kuma se suntu so na ate. emre bi atwa mo na ni kodwo kurum cultural center hene anu oba bebo wa mane se yewura Asantehene hwehwe waku enu nti udi dwane ko wampa mu kwotena wampa mu ene yefro ho bono ofra ho doma north suntra so south suntra so na wote ho na odi wahenie doma akusi edwan na yebeba sa history no sa de we ya ekoso aduru mbre bia I think it is time we speak truth sa de we ya nfaso bia ni so. Justice Doche said the unique position of Asantehene, sitting in council with his paramount chiefs and other chiefs, has been given statutory recognition in section 58 of the Chieftaincy Act. Say Chieftaincy Act na High Court judge every year. Or say High Court judge, you know, or say Asantehene ni unique position biano. Justice Doche wa Supreme Court judge in ruling was it has been given statutory recognition in section 58 of the Chieftaincy Act 2008 Act 759. The expression in section 58A of Act 759, namely the Asantehene and paramount chiefs, meant the Asantehene was above paramount chiefs. Justice Doche Adumasemwa Supreme Court ruling, which is binding on a High Court judge. Ayo osia de yajima bedu. We Justice Doche Adumasemwa na meka. I mean, was said the Asantehene and paramount chiefs meant the Asantehene was above paramount chiefs. Speaking historically, culturally, and traditionally, the authority of Asantehene extended beyond the geographical location of present-day Ashanti region to part of Bono Ahafo, such as Kenya's #1, where he was and is still the overlord. Ansana mobaki kamadi we yabomu amofre Ghana no. Na Asantehene diswa kodi Bono baby a wo Dormaahene wutie ni odiswo Kenya's #1 ne potem wo nyina ye ne dia. We free wa Asantefo ne ko eye kodibua ekwochichire ho ema ne yewo eye the Bawule tribe abena pokuya ne fa ne nneoma efri Santia himfie na wodwane ye no ko na ne bawu ye no chiam me bawu mbawu okodu kodibua mo se fa ne Bawule for ofe buahi a woye former president of Cote d'Ivoire ye Santini enanu wo mo so a wo mo ho allegiance Santehene hini atimi bas ne ko oti region enti sabi breduasa onye man hene emre bi atwa mu ne wa Asantehene no nkakra ne wo nsuta man hene ye wo dwabe man hene ye wo Kumase which is kwa man hene anu omu nyina ba under one unison with the help of Comfort can say Okonfanoche with the say to odi kan anu omu say ya lifted the status of Kumase man hene which is kwa man hene at the kosoro above all a man hene for ye jitum and see ye and you formed the Asante Confederation. You are aware, you were a student of history. Yeridi Justice Doche ruling was it was clear from the evidence on record that the reasons why the fourth plaintiff and appellant had invoked the great oath of Asantehene was that the concerns had touched on the matters and causes affecting chieftaincy. Lemom the person can say Justice Doche say Ghana has say Supreme Court adiatum Asantehene wanya mai na yentie yewura in fact meka yewura no aya na yemede every say wonu wonfa buo ma Asantehene timidi buo ma na ya na yemede na so nya hwe me kire kwan ne se de be ya wo kina se ni nua Asantehene pani yete ye doma akusi no ote suntua so no o hye Asantehene ase wo na o se ade yo a wodi kan agima bedu odi kan no o som ba Asantehene anfie and the records are there. Eti ne minim die ntia social media no ayi yewura se ade yajima bedu wa mena wura mu asese social media na wudi hene enso domaafo na wusua kire wo mu se obedi wo manimo edi se wo ye bibia ya domaafo no ne beka di wo hene no obi ni ne die da bia kasantwie da bia ya tuto yampia ene ye die ya eno ye die be ye die be ya eno ye die be ya yewura e die be ya ahenie na wudi na yewura ka se mo yentie bio o se there is no king in Ghana enokre yewura yentie obio
Ghana na omai ne yenge se ave hold on o se yewura o se ade yo o ye mischievous nti o se there is no king in Ghana oba ye no o se omai hene Okatakyie o se de ya omai hene eye no kre king bia ni Ghana yajitumpa
every says your Prince of Wales in Ghana, king in Ghana because Prince of Scotch in Ghana, king in Ghana because Prince of Edinburgh in Ghana. Obi na tena baby no hye na hini say yenya Prince of Wales, yenya Prince of Scotch, yenya Prince of Edinburgh, yenya Prince of Desa. Dia wo hwe wo mu nyina so ye be friend the king nyasa ne tie nyasa ayesa broni na hini hye no say the Roman Empire emre bi atwamu under the Pompey said you was say go your media or say higher media Julius Caesar na ye governor of Gaul, where you governor of this, where you governor of that. What kind of governors in nyina ba me ye from emperor enkophobia hini hye. It's the word king. Why are people so fixated on the word king? I want to understand. Sa king no ye de ye dey enkophobia hye ye ne say ebra ye ko fe yi ase e de such bi Asantehene akwa eye tim jakariti ani yehye ye say aman hini no atwa hye nyina no bekwai ensuta dwaben agona mu nyina mampo mu nyina efiri na de ko mura ani wo say ayate eye no kore ye wura no eye na wo so mpene na wuti wewu wo so dia wo say wo ye adua na piesie ana Dormaahene me ye adua na piesie adua na piesie wo bia nim say asominya e ba ye ansa na wo Dormaa wo ba eti ye den na ba ye adua na piesie wonua ne ye kan se bekwai ane ye kan se wo fen so wo ba na aka che wo say wonua adua na piesie de wo nya adua na piesie akwamu kura nga so adua na piesie na wo eti wo hene wadaw ma ebuo mu a ene mabu wo a emfaso ni so sa wo si ye nikin bia wo Ghana e no kura nemo ye wo tumfo wo Ghana ana wo tumfo na man hene fo mo santemam over 68 paramounts ana atena se do mo say ye nyina ye ya man hene ne ye wranie eni se wo so pa Dormaa no betimi akreti bi se ja wo nyina be pagya so ye nyina no Dormaa se ne aman hene utim bobon ketenkete no mo so ya man hene na ja wo pagya ho se o ese Dormaa man hene fo ni nyina no o mo se me na me ye ni no ye wrani nyina aka ho ne so mo ade me abi jai ye kan wo so wa hene no ebu ho a wo de wo so be ye Syria caller man dis na no kura wo kan
obi ode bebo so sambre no me amada no Syria caller me amada no Syria caller
Asantehene so say ono so beba koma speech e wo UN General Assembly ye Ghana ne nyina ye som no wo de wo so beba begina Facebook na eja ye de iPhone 7 so na wo dot na people anim fifire na wo kasa Asantehene so say etumfo educational complex yi wono so beboa man
abusia edini yesen no so TVGH wunya subscribe channel subscribe isi no like no comment wa share ama fufuro so nya bia de ahwe ama me share the link abusia share the link share link ne se share link no share link no why share the link video my you share the link share so TV link dey ma fufuro why abusia sam ko tie ka tie fans no kan no se mo tie nsem no what punchline in some na all to ban what ye woni ebu onu masabio na Dormaahene ye ma sabia se ni pe gbowura ni mamu dudu ye gbowuram but eni kwan se ban sa sabio ye woni ebu onu na wo ye den unti nipa na nye peda na metiwei me set example ma me ho me de me ho be set example na me ntimi no nye peda because di bra na wo no me nuru hobi di bra na wo yere wo me ni hobi the brain na wo mampo won na me ni ho because sika wo me ni bi high court judge mua me ni ho nti ni mabi won mo na ntimi nkasa entia wo ntimi nkasa ensori entia wo saa so na so gitum se the brain na krobia sante kotokowo otumfu Asantehene wo no so na yi unuru ho na unuru ho so da unnya bi gitum keke na woni se the brain na wo babi bia wo no waduro no na undru hobi titum straight enso na boy na adawroma ye besrew pa ye besrew jini me betum agitum a wunwu wugitum a wo ye da wunwu wugitum a wunwu da na agema bedu wakosi hene ewo ebunu mam patem baako ifiri sunwan ho ko bisimu se sunya bisimu se bisa ama court high court abo atu agu atuna de se ontumi mfa ne pe ensi obi ahene so ho ebi no so ati ase ye no ebi wo mu a wontumi sikadwa nkonta gbede sikadwa akon untumi tumi ni nkura wo so betime si obi hene ene ya doma kuro na betime abɔ nkuro ayi kuro nketenkete na bɔbɔ omu di kuro hene di kuro hene na betime abɔ ba so besi ubekasa wo si mesi ayi we oman hene tinanyo bedu wada roma ye besrewo pa sebe break na ma bibia anye boko ma Asantehene bono ene Ghana ne dinye kama emunya dwo emunya boko ye besrewo ebusua bidia ne kwaku Alaska ai tinam dika kan unya subscribe channel subscribe so tvgh ai unya subscribe ya subscribe sisi no wa like no wa comment no wa share the link ebusua share the link no wa share ama foforo so nya bia dey ahwe notification bell na ho click so mame click so se ne be ye anytime bia ne YouTube won sa be dey be kan bi ebusua sa pepe ebusua men kasa kasa ni ngosia da sene e beto aso ama mo Piao.
So thank you for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And thank you to those who are about to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and share and like the videos that I give you.